afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Propagandacast State of the Balance from the host and Imperial Dane right after patch. I know they basically decided to reset more or less right as I usually do them, so this is going to be a briefer one since, you know, it's mostly just guessing a bit. I mean, the overall sort of thing is, I mean, not a lot as such has immediately changed. I mean, most certs, you can still spam penal troops. There's some, again, increasingly going for conscripts, but like penal troop spam, particularly in team games, has not stopped. Basically, the nerfs did nothing there. Similarly, the infantry section nerfs has done nothing to stop infantry section spam. So, I mean, that's, one of the key elements there. A lot of the nerfs basically amounted to nothing at all. Whereas, a bunch of the buffs have sort of helped, but that's really only strengthens things. I mean, the bigger changes are essentially with the Orbital Commander West, which is broaching out into more strategies and tactics. Wehrmacht doesn't really see particularly much, so there's more conscripts, there's more guardsmen. You'll probably be seeing some K1s and the likes there. But overall, there's not been sort of any sort of particularly, massive earth shakes in that sense. I mean, doctrine of the Americans using some of the more new doctrines, recon support, mechanized. The recon support is particularly popular with lieutenants. So if you're for some seeing a lieutenant out from an American player, and they got recon support in their doctoral choices, you can expect recon support in many cases because it synergizes very well with the lieutenant and overall the platoon command. So those are some things to keep in mind there. Ostum Doctrine will probably feature more from the Wehrmacht. Luftwaffe matters from the Orbital Commander West, though Firestorm is particularly proving popular since the MP40s, and the Flamethrowers also just combine quite nicely together there. So there are some changes, again, nothing sort of tectonically massive, not really sort of huge changes in like tech. Wehrmacht will mostly still go for Supremo Corps. There are some that'll be trying out, heavy Panzer Corps and Panthers, but they will be the minority in most cases. They'll be doing it when they're ahead. Like most others will just stick to Panzer Force, Stuks, more Stuks, Ostwinds, and Tigers. Like Tier 4 has not become much more viable for the Wehrmacht, which, it still will require an overhaul from Relic to actually get going. So, I mean, the state of the balance is not particularly as much as changed, immediately since last month, and probably to an extent won't, because again, a bunch of the nerfs ended up being non-nerfs, and some of the buffs ended up being non-buffs. So there is that base. I mean, the Orbital Commander is probably this place to watch for like most of the actual nerfs and most of the actual buffs happened, and thus there'll be sort of one of the more things how to actually change. Doctrine, of course, they will probably overall see more of the new doctrines. I mean, that's obviously bound to happen since they're in many cases more useful. In particular, recon support has very much caught on. Mechanized is not quite as popular yet, but that will probably sort of take a bit of a while. Then that one will be appearing in force as well. So those are sort of the immediate sort of impression of the state of the balance right after a patch. They more or less popped out right on the day we're normally doing state of the balance, instead forcing me to scramble to get out regular episodes and whatnot, just so I could sort of survive that and the hot fixes that are inevitably bound to happen, and in fact happen just right about now. So that sort of covers it here for December state of the balance, the last state of the balance of the year 2017. Hopefully things will be looking a bit more interesting in January 2017, but I suspect we'll be needing what I've been asking for now several months, that is an overhaul of the Wehrmacht to sort of see any genuine sort of, larger changes in the metagame. So, thank you all, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Of course, I'll still be making episodes throughout this, but this is still the last state of the balance, so I might as well just say it here as well for those who watch only this apparently. So cheers everybody, and see you all another time. Bye.